Well, hello, my lovelies. How are we? I thought that I would try something a little different. Hang on here just a minute. There we go. It's a hello, David. And yeah, it's a matter of safety. Things come out at night. Yes, agreed. So I thought I'd try something a little different. Hi, Gary. How are you? I am actually doing very well. I thought I would try something a little different tonight with the ambiance, I guess you could say. So StreamYard has a feature that you can actually play background music when you're doing your live streams. So I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. And I'm using my ring light on my laptop lid, and so I don't have any background light whatsoever. And I'm hoping that it will, I hope it's soothing to everybody and not, too much. A lion in your area today, really? A mountain lion, I assume? So I've got fuzzies flying around. I noticed I was sitting here, and as I was setting things up, I'm like, there's fuzzies flying everywhere. You can see them flying up through the camera and around the camera and whatnot. So, but I thought that the background was a little less distracting, and this was a little nicer for lighting and all of those things. So I do look highlighted, don't I? Okay, so I hope everybody had a wonderful last week. I'm feeling a little run down, and I don't know if it's because I've just been go, 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 or what the deal is actually. So I'm also changing some things up with my health. So anyway, oh, I was explaining. See, I get off squirrels. Too many squirrels. Too many squirrels. Okay. So with StreamYard, you can now play background music while you're doing your live stream. And I thought, well, I would pick something a little, I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm hoping you can. If not, I can go in and turn it up if you'd rather. If you'd like to hear it. It's nothing major. It's nothing like awesome or awe-inspiring or really groovy. It's just kind of light elevator music-ish. So you can hear it. Okay, good. Is it too loud? Because I can turn it off altogether, but I turned it way, way, way down. I didn't want it to be super loud. So, hi, Deb. Also, hello, Barb. I assume that's you. All right, so you can, as you can see, I'm wearing, this is my logo, part of it. I took the saying that the tagline that I have, that I'm trying to figure out how to trademark for cheap. But anyway, I took the wording off, but it's like iridescent or holographic-ish. I don't know. So thank you. Hi, Sally. How are you? My dad and stepmom are in Texas. So howdy. Yeah, so I just thought we'd make it kind of moody in here, I guess. So I made this shirt actually yesterday, and I really like it. Tony even said, he's like, I want my logo, shirt with my logos in this. So I'm gonna have to get some more. And my tagline is on the back, and I can't really show it to you all that well. So I'll have to show you at another time, but I really love this. I really like the material that I used. Oh my goodness. So what did I do this week? What didn't I do this week? I feel like I've done nothing but run all week long, and I've just been super busy all day long. Oh no, the data's lagging. That sucks right now. Ugh. Buffering on your Roku? On your tablet? What? Can you see the fuzzies flying around now? I'm telling you, it's orbs. It's little fairies. They're flying around. Because I'm magical. All right. So let's see. What did I do? Oh my gosh. We have been, let's see, on Tuesday, I believe it was. I started working on more masks. I was sewing up masks for an order. Somebody ordered 5 of them from me. So, hi Terry. Yes, positive orbs only. Yes, absolutely. So, throughout the week, I worked on masks. I actually sewed 6 of them. It took me several hours though to cut a bunch of them. I still have a bunch to sew up. I'm going to have to get some more ear pieces and the nose pieces. So, oh, Terry, so this is the shirt for your giveaway. This is the material. Doesn't it look cool in the so with my logo on it and then my taglines on the back. Okay, so I ended up making, I can't tell you how many masks I cut. I only sewed about 7 of them, but no, with these. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see these. But I cut. This one is for my grandson. I need to finish it up. But it's the Mandalorian. So I just need to put the earpieces on, nose pieces in, and I ended up cutting 1 mask, 1 of these in this material for each of my kids. They're required to wear masks at work, and 1 for Tony, and 1 for myself, because sometimes, some places are requiring that you wear them when you go into their establishment. It's fine, whatever. I'm at the point now where I just don't even care. But this is the stack that I have to sew together. And you're listening walking home. Where are you walking home from? And did you get in? I thought, okay, we got to catch up, buddy. I still have a whole bunch of, I still have to sew together all of these other ones that I had made, that I'd cut, I should say. So I have like princess stuff and Paw Patrol. So on my list of to-do things, I would like to get them done. If you check out my Instagram, and it might have shared, I think it might have shared to my Facebook business page as well. Out hiking where you get signal. Oh, okay. Here you have to wear surgical masks only now. Yeah, so they're saying that now apparently there will be 3 N95 respirators available for each person in a family. So, hi. Well, hi. How are you, Cindy? That's okay. Stay as long as you like, or as long as you can. So yeah, I've been busy with doing that, and I just don't even want to get on that subject anymore. Like, I'm not happy with that whole situation. I'll try and keep positive vibes only, and not discuss any politics or anything on that. So I have my theories, my thoughts, my feelings, just as everyone else does. So, but they're mine. So let's see, what else was there? Oh, so I did a traveling recipe book for Mandy, another Mandy, over at Heart and Soil Farm. She had this book made. It's hand bound, and she had a custom leather cover made for it, and it turned out just so beautiful, and she was super excited about it. And of course, being passed around so much and mailed around and what have you, the cover is getting scratched up and whatnot, and so, which actually is it adds character to it, so I really like it. I think it'll keep adding character to it. But I talked with her on the phone, and yeah, right, another Mandy, no way. She's Mandy, but she's Amanda. She was on last week, A&B Outback Adventures, and she's actually moving to the States. So there's quite a few of them. There's quite a few Mandys out there, but most of them are Amanda. I was not fortunate or unfortunate, I guess however you look at it, enough to be named Amanda. I'm thankful I was not. I'm not a fan of that name. So I'm glad that I'm Mandy, but I was named after the Barry Manilow song. So there you go. Anyway, this traveling recipe book, look at the fuzzies, like just all over the place. It's so funny. This traveling recipe book. So what happens, I don't know that I know actually I didn't show it to you last week because it's not really mine to show. So I didn't show it, but it's beautiful. And yep, David, she's actually moving to the States, and she's moving to South Dakota with JV. So yeah, which is really cool, right? So I'm waiting impatiently for the everything but the kitchen sink soup. Yes. It is so cold out today. We've been in a wind chill advisory all day long. So my last check was about a half an hour ago, and we were sitting at least where I'm at, we were sitting at 12. Okay, so pulling it up now, it's 10 degrees and it feels like -6. So sometimes we were supposed to have a high of 34 today. No, we didn't even come close. I will tell you that wind just cuts through you. It just cuts through you. It's terrible. Just clear down to the bone. He is. He's fantastic. He's a fantastic guy. I really I love JV. He's a good guy. He also, so yeah, hopefully now that she's going to be moving, that she was thinking like in April, maybe. Now that she's going to be moving here, I'm like, so girl, we got to get together. Because JV was all, for he and Colin and, oh my gosh, everybody's just like, we got to get together. So we have a few people here, like Mike from Mike 712. He's here in Iowa as well, but it's just nice. I'd love to be able to get like Midwest people together. It would be fantastic. And meet everybody. So it dropped to the 20s last night. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So David's in Arizona. So 20s in Arizona is cold. Terry has been telling me it's been super cold. She went to go visit her mom in Mississippi. So she said it's been super cold. Yeah, see, I'm with you, Barb. Mask on, mask off. I don't care anymore. Like I am, and I think most people are pretty much at that point. They're just like, you know what? This is getting ridiculous. We're done. So, um, this weather keeps up. Iowa is like a freeze dry. It is. It really feels like it, doesn't it? I'm likely going to lose you crossing the wash, so good night. All right. Good night, David. We need to catch up, bud. Love ya. She'll only be 2 or so hours away from you. That's awesome, Deb. That's gonna be cool. That is gonna be really cool, and you really should meet up with them because they are great people. They are fantastic people. All right, so back to the recipe book. The recipe book. Oh my goodness, so cool. So what is happening is you go in and you actually handwrite your recipe in, and you can decorate your page and do all those things. Hello, little fairy. And so I did my cheesy hash brown soup in it, and I did sew it a new cover because she had it wrapped in a cute little pillowcase, but she had it wrapped up in a pillowcase. And when I talked to her on the phone, she said, "You don't make fun of me." And I'm like, "I'm not making fun of you at all." I said, "I can make you, I can make you a like an envelope type thing to put it in. I can sew one up pretty quickly, pretty." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, that would be so cool." She's like, I can't sew a lick." So I said, "I can do that. That's not a problem." And I did, and it turned out adorable. It really did. I used buffalo check flannel and this material that I have that I've made a couple of masks out of. I want to make an apron with it, but it's like this country scene. It's got cows and chickens, and I don't think I can't reach it right now. Otherwise I would get out and show you. It's cute. So, hi Emma. So yeah, I thought that I would just kind of try and have cool vibes tonight and just chill. Hope everybody had a good week. So we did all of that. I did all of that sewing through the week, and I got those mailed out on Friday. I've got orders for cutting decal stickers for, I have to do my own, obviously, my logo, but, which I did cut a few. I just haven't weeded them, but we have an order for two that had to be designed, and so yeah, I got to get those cut. I was working on, I cut one yesterday. I cut them both yesterday. It feels very huggy. Oh, that's awesome. Huggy. Good. I hope so. I want it to be chill. So anyway, we cut the stickers. Tony went ahead and put them together for me in Photoshop and Illustrator, and because that's not something that's in my skill set quite yet. So he put one design together for me, and I cut them on the plotter, and I started weeding the one, and let me tell you, it has been such a giant pain in the butt. So that's cool, Emma. That's awesome. Yeah, I finally this afternoon, when I went over to I had to go pick up some of Tony's prescriptions, which that's a big mess anyway. But I had gone over to the next town over to the pharmacy, and I realized I'm hungry. And I got to thinking, I'm like, I haven't eaten in like 20 hours. So no wonder I'm hungry, you ding dong Mandy. What is wrong with you? I just wasn't hungry. So I thought I hadn't eaten anything substantial. Let's say that. And I hadn't eaten anything substantial since, excuse me, for like 20 hours or 22 hours, something like that. So I felt I probably should stop and get something to eat. And I did. I have my infrared space heater on, shoes, 2 t-shirts, and a sweater cap. Oh my gosh. Still 20 degrees with wind chill of 10. Only get worse overnight. Yeah, I know we're supposed to get down to like -9 tonight. And that's just the temperature. That's not including the wind chill. The wind has been blowing out of the northwest, and I'm telling you that wind is so cold. It just cuts you through to the bone. It's terrible. And I keep telling, well, for many years I've said I absolutely despise winter because I don't like the cold because it hurts. But I want to go to, I would move to Alaska to homestead if I could. Which I found out that they actually are not even really doing that. You can't necessarily just go up and stake a claim and homestead anymore. So there's actually like a lottery system of when you can buy property in Alaska. It is it's sections, it's tracts. I mean, you can't or you can buy it do through a private sale. So yeah, I've actually been back on the research train for moving to Alaska to homestead again. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be out because today, these last like 2 or 3 weeks have been so terribly cold that there's no way I could survive up there. I would be working so hard from 32 degrees or right at freezing. As soon as it started to thaw out just a little bit, I would be working nonstop. So, just so I could sit inside in the warmth in the winter. And that kind of it kind of defeats the purpose, So, I got my hands on some more seed. I picked up mostly herbs, or no, I take that back. I got a pack of zinnias that was actually in the recipe book, and a little soap that came in there too. It was so cute, and it smelled so good. It was made with rosé wine, leftover rosé wine, and scented with lemon verbena, and it smells so good. But I got the zinnias from the recipe book swap or traveling cookbook, and I was in Dollar Tree the other day. I can't remember. I'd gone in there to pick up something specific, and I know what it was. I was buying these cheapy $1 readers in different magnifications for Tony so that he can do up close airbrush work. And so they're kind of like, on your face magnifying glasses. So, so I got him 3 different strengths, and I found seeds, and they are they're American seed company, so I know that they're okay seed. I've grown them before. I've grown that particular brand before, and I got, I think 3 or 4. I know I did. I got 4 kinds of peppers. I got, because they're 4 for $1. Let's see, what else did I get? I did get some herbs. I think I got cabbage seed cabbage seed. Yeah. I think it was cabbage. It might have been cauliflower. Might have been both. I don't really know. Ordered seeds from Baker Creek. Yes, I know. It's expensive, but they're worth it. They are really, really worth it. I just happened to be in there and I happened to see them. So I thought, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm in that same boat. I need new seed. Because the seed that I have is older, and some of it is, most of it is, and it just didn't germinate. So I was not happy with last year's performance of the garden and the seeds. Oh, pardon me, I have the hiccup. Hi, Jess. So Jess, her birthday is today, so everybody tell her happy birthday. And Deb's was yesterday, or was it 2 days ago? Oh my gosh. I think it might have been Tuesday, right? It's just been a long week. So we have two birthday girls in the house. So that was really cool. And I sang to Jess on Marco this morning. Probably not very well that early in the morning, but I did. So anyway, let's see what else. Oh my goodness. Saturday I went shopping with my two girls. We went baby shower shopping. So we got some baby shower decorations, and I'm going to make hot chocolate. I have crockpot hot chocolate. Yes, that's right. So the 18th. Yes. So a week ago tomorrow. I knew it, and I spaced it off, and I should have said something last Monday night, and I didn't, and I'm sorry, Deb. So either way, it was still a good birthday, right? Yeah, so we went shopping for baby shower stuff, got some decorations. We are actually going to make the cupcakes, and we're going to do strawberry for pink, and we are going to do lemon, and I'm not so sure, but I'm thinking that we're probably going to add in maybe some just a white cake. And I'm like, well, most everybody that would be coming they love chocolate as well, but I don't know how many people exactly are coming, and I don't want to I sincerely don't need 8 dozen cupcakes because I don't need to eat them. And I will. But so I think having the strawberry and the lemon and maybe the white, and I think we'll color them with some purple food coloring, because purple is her favorite color. Let's see, what else? What did we get? Oh, so we're going to do the cupcakes. We're going to do the hot chocolate. I'm going to do a hot chocolate bar. And so I'm going to make my crockpot hot chocolate, which is so good. It is so yummy. And I'll make it in the crock pot, and I'll do like toppings. So we'll have different toppings that you can put on or in your hot chocolate if you like. So today is nifty. I'm still 1 year away from 70. Oh my freaking gosh, I'm old. I feel really old lately, so I don't think 70 is old at this point. Like I think depending on your outlook on life and maybe your health and all of those things, I think that has an effect, obviously, on your psyche as to how old you really feel, or how old you really are. And maybe because, I mean, my birthday's next month, so, and I'm going to be 46. And I know that seems like for some people, it's like, you're just a baby. And I am in comparison. But as I age, I really do. I don't think that, 60 and 70 years old are really all that old. And it's probably because I'm getting closer to those ages, but anyway, we're going to do a make your own favor bar. So it'll be a candy favor box bar that you can make your own. You can put together your own favor bag with candy in it. And that's pretty much all we're going to do, because I'm not going to, I take that back. We're doing sandwiches, little small sandwiches that you can make. So we're going to do a sandwich tray and a fruit tray. So I think that's probably plenty. And the venue that we are doing this at is at a hotel, and they have a bar. I'm like, so if you want alcoholic beverages, hop your butt over to the lounge, to the bar, and grab some and bring them back, because I'm not buying you alcohol. I have the mindset of a 25-year-old. I had a hell of a good time wearing out the body. Yeah, that's right. And that's what's important. There's a train coming through. Not through the house, thankfully, but sometimes it sounds like it. They are so heavily loaded down that they really just they'll shake the crap out of this house. It's crazy. But sometimes the engines are really loud, so I'm not sure why. Let's see, what else are we doing for the shower? I'm not really going to do a lot of games, because I kind of feel like I'm not going to buy all those little prizes, and I'm not going to. It's not my job to entertain a room full of adults. So we're not doing that. We'll do a few games. I think we're going to do. I have to get on, and I have to edit the Facebook Evite, but the description and whatnot. So in lieu of cards for the baby shower, we are actually going to we're going to ask people to buy a book, buy a children's book that they can sit down and read together as a family. They can read to the baby, and they can read to my moon pie, or my moon pie can read to the baby. So instead of cards, they'll sign their message inside of the book, and give a book instead, because nobody wants a bunch of cards. And then one game that we are going to play, one thing we are going to do is a diaper raffle. So you bring a bag of diapers or a box of diapers, and we are going with we are going to do specific, because my children, all three of my children, they're extremely sensitive, and they have extremely sensitive skin, and so we could only use certain brands. So I couldn't use like the Parents' Choice brand, anything. I couldn't use oh my gosh. So on one child I had to use Huggies, another child I had to use Loves, and another child I had to use Pampers, and that's all I could use. So my kids were super sensitive. And then with my grandson, it was Huggies. So he had everything else made him break out. Pampers, we could use Pampers too, but we couldn't use Loves, we couldn't use the Walmart brand, we couldn't use the Target brand, we couldn't do Honest. It's crazy. So, and they just don't have the time because they both will be working. They aren't going to have time to do like cloth diapers or anything like that, and they are kind of a pain that way. So disposable diapers it is, unfortunately. But and then she's going to try breastfeeding again. And she said, "Mom, I've been doing so much research on like the best practices to get to take care of that, because she had a real problem with my grandson." So yeah, and I told her, I said, well, you get that Honest. So all of my kids, they didn't breastfeed for more than about 2 or 3 months, and then they had to go on formula, and then I had to buy them organic formula. They couldn't, it was because of stomach upset and yeah, all kinds of just various things going on. So yeah. Oh, okay, cool. The small babies like you find inside of a king cake. Yeah, I don't know if I can. I don't know, maybe I can order them off of Amazon, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, you'll have to tell me. So send me a message with it, and what maybe if we can just find one, and then whoever has it in their cupcake kind of thing. So oh, those are cute, Jess. A little, yeah, maybe a little elephant. I've seen that. I've seen those before, not in the elephant, but I've seen people do that. So the day before will be, oh my gosh. Yeah, next week's going to be crazy. Next week is going to be absolutely insane. I'm going to try this week to get my entire house in order. We are moving our daughter and son-in-law and my moon pie. They bought their first house. They close on it and get the keys on it for it on Friday. So they're super excited. So this Saturday, we'll be moving them and into their new house. And then the following Saturday then is the baby shower. So I'm going to have a very busy next 2 weeks, this week and next week. So I have my friend Amy is coming in from California, and so I am picking her up from the airport on the 3rd. Yes, I'm drinking rum and Coke. So I'm picking her up from the airport on the 3rd, and she and I are going to go and try and button up all of the shopping that needs to be done. And then that's Thursday. And then on Friday, the 4th, we are going to go over and bake cupcakes all day with Kennedy, with my daughter. And then Saturday, obviously, we'll be, doing the baby shower. So we've got decorations to hang and tables to decorate and all kinds of stuff. I think we'll do I got to buy a pack of onesies. I'm going to do some onesies and some fabric markers, because instead of signing a guest book, I'm going to have them sign a onesie, and that'll be fun. Like they're gonna, I think that'll be better. They will, obviously, I'm gonna need addresses and things like that for thank you cards, but it's gonna be fun. Yes, rum and Coke, baby. Yeah, actually, this is bamboo rum and Coke. I bought a 20-ounce bottle of Coke today specifically so that I could have some rum and Coke tonight, because I took a few drinks out of it and I got home. And so this afternoon, I was so cold. I went in and I took a long hot bath, and I had rum and Coke, bamboo rum and Coke. So, yeah, it is a busy couple of weeks. And then, I can't start seeds that early. No, I won't be starting seeds until probably the second or third week, probably the third week in February, because I am not going to make the same mistake this year that I have been making. And I just have to be patient and just do the seed collecting until then. Yeah. I get so gung-ho about starting seeds that I tend to grow them. I start them way too early, and then they get super leggy, and then I have to bury them extra deep. And then when I do, it seems like I get a hard freeze, even though typically for my zone, for my Midwest zone, I'm a zone 5, and there's not really a distinction anymore between zones like 5A, 5B here in the Midwest anymore, it seems like. So I just always say I'm a zone 5, Midwest zone 5, because there's such a difference. You know, you can be a zone 5 up in Idaho or Utah, and it's not the same kind of zone 5. So what is a zone 5 in, or yeah, zone 5 in, say, Canada is actually like a zone 4 in the States. So it varies so much. So you're starting seeds the first week of February. Oh my gosh. Hi, Graham. So yeah, I won't be starting seeds for a couple weeks. Probably like I said, I'll probably start around my birthday in February. So depending, it all depends too, because the doctor is saying that essentially I could very well have a birthday buddy. My granddaughter could be born on my birthday. She's not due until March, like the very first part of March, but she's already she's already exhibiting signs that she could go early. And if she does, she's not gonna they're not gonna stop the labor, because if she said anytime after so starting on the 19th of February, which is my birthday, she said starting on that date, she'll be 38 weeks along. And she's like, I wouldn't even consider stopping labor and delivery by that point. So try Oriental Trading Company. They get frozen inside ice cubes and go into everybody's Sting drink. Excuse me. The first person to have it melt out of the cube yells, "My water broke." Oh, okay. I've actually heard that. I start onions and pansies February 1st, peppers on the 15th. Yeah, see, but I think you're zone 6 though, right? So, oh my gosh. Well, good morning to you. I'm usually up still by that point, at least here in my time zone. So, peppers and flowers February 2nd and 5th. Ah, awesome. I'm way too young to be grandma. I'm actually not. um, yeah, see, Jess, you're able to start early. Of course, I don't know, Emma, are you a zone 5 or a zone 6? I guess I don't know. I thought you might actually be a zone 6, so that would make sense that you could start. Yeah, so I'm gonna have my second grandbaby. I'm getting a granddaughter. And they're gonna name her Maisie Ophelia. So, and I'm gonna be 46, so so hopefully, I'm hoping for a birthday buddy. My uncle Kevin was my birthday buddy, and yeah, so he passed away. It'll be 2 years ago. Was it 2019 or 2020 that he passed away? It was 2020 he did. Yeah, it was 2020. November of 2020 he passed. So so I lost my birthday buddy, but hopefully my granddaughter will be my birthday buddy. So I am. Yeah, I'll be 46 in February. So I started having my kids at I was 20 when I had my first. And honestly, like my daughter was young though. My oldest daughter was a young mom. She was a teen mom, but that was rough. We made it through. We've made it through so far, and she's married now, and I'm gonna have another baby. So I'm gonna have 2 grandbabies. Oh, I'm only a year older than you. That's not bad. Okay, so yeah. So see, you guys are able to start seeds before me. If I start now, or if I start, the first part of February, I'm going to be going, what am I going to do with all this stuff? And frankly, I need to get through these next 2 weeks. I mean, literally the second week of February is only 3 weeks away. So, and, excuse me, I think I'm going to be, planting by the moon, so the lunar calendar. I'm going to try that. I try to mix that a little bit, and I plant by garden zoning guidelines, but I also then kind of I mix in like a lunar planting schedule as well. And so I think I'm going to try and lean more heavily on the lunar planting schedule and guidelines this year. And you kid me? Yes, you are old enough to be my mom. So my grandmother was my mother's mother. So my maternal grandmother was 35 when I was born. So, or she turned 35 that year. So she was 30. Yeah. Because my mom she was 17 when she had me. And my grandmother was like 17 when she had my mom. So, yeah. My grandmother was a young grandmother as well, but she was a young mom. So I need to read up on the lunar calendar. Sounds interesting. You know what? Grab out your Farmer's Almanac. You guys see those little fussies, right? I keep catching them and I'm like, ooh, ooh. So, yeah, the lunar calendar is fabulous. But if you get into your Farmer's Almanac, it'll have lunar planting schedule. If I had it in here, I would show you. But it does have it in there. Oh gosh, in the actual planting schedule for each month, I think. So, I love my Farmer's Almanac. My son will be 44, so I'm in the same boat as Deb. My mom became a grandmother at 36. Yep. Yeah, my grandmother was 35. She would have been 30. She turned 36 in that July. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. My Grammy and Pop Pop were 72 and 75 when they passed in 2018. So I waited till I can buy the plants that are ready. Yes, that are already growing. Yep. Most people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just have the ability to. I have the ability to start seed, and I love that part. Like I don't know why. I love planting the seeds. I love playing in the dirt. That's what it is. I love playing in the dirt. So there's just, it's the grounding that you get, and it's so soothing, and all of those things. So yeah, I love being in the dirt, and it's so cool when you get a seed in there and you see this tiny little green, speck pop up out of the cell. Is so cool to watch, and it is amazing just to watch the transformation, watch the seeds just grow. It is so amazing. I love it. Your first grandson at 59. That's nice. That's good though. I mean, it's nice. I know that some people, are much older when they start having their kids, or they're much older when they are able to get, or their kids are much older when they start having kids even. So there are not many people that are, well, I mean, Tony was 23. I was 20, and Tony was 23 when our first was born. So I think we were good. I mean, I was still fairly young. I think that we were both fairly young still, but I don't know. I have to say, we had moon pie all weekend. We had him Friday night and Saturday night, and my son came home on Friday night and spent the night. We all went out to dinner as a family, and so yeah, it was nice. It was a really good weekend. I had a fantastic weekend. I really did. I had to wait 23 years for a granddaughter. Oldest grandson married his perfect match. She gives back as much or more of the crap he gives her. And that is perfect. Absolutely, yes. Son and wife are 38. Yep. And a lot of women, well, a lot of people just in general are like, no, I don't want kids until I'm much older. And now my oldest daughter is really the only one that wants kids. My other two don't really want kids. My son is like, no. He's not a fan of kids. He just doesn't really, he just doesn't want kids. And I said, yeah, that's just because you haven't met the right one. That's all it is. And then my youngest daughter, she's like, she just keeps saying, nope. I'm not set financially. I can't take care of myself all that well the way I want to. So what makes you think I'm going to be able to take care of a baby, like afford a baby? So I said, that's fine. But of course, we want more grandkids. We love to spoil our grandchildren. So knowing my girls and barring any unforeseen circumstances, I don't think I'll become a grandmother for another 5 to 10 years, but you never know. This is true. I really sincerely did not think that I was going to be a grandma, my daughter was, she was 16. She turned 17, right? I think, let's see, she's 25 and she was, yeah, she was 17. She turned 17 the month after he was born. Yeah. I had to stop and do the math. That's terrible. Did you see the smoke rolling? Because it's been one of those days. So Tony has been out. He has been working his booty off in the shop, in the studio. And he got a custom order. Well, he got an order, and he did it for way less money than he was supposed to, or than he should have, I personally think. And the client today gave him an amazing compliment, which was, oh my God, my wife, I can't have that. He did a pinup. And she is absolutely beautiful. But he's like, that's no. He said, he goes, my wife's going to kill me. Like she will kill me. Because she turned out so beautiful. And, like, well, then there was some him-hawing around. So, he might be doing it over. And, so he's kind of upset because it turned out beautifully. And if you follow him on Facebook or Instagram, you can see the posts. He put pictures of it, and he's like, I can't. He just said, I'm not going to be able to do it right now because he goes, I am so proud of this one, and it turned out so beautiful, and she's beautiful, but it's like, so I can't sand it off and redo it right now. So, and then he just got a thing. He says, hang on, just wait. Let me like soak this in for a couple of days. So hopefully that means he wants to keep it. He did make some changes for him, but so they both retired at 39. Nice. I don't know what retirement is. Because I don't feel like I should be retired, but I am not exactly 100% retired because I chose to be retired. It's, obviously because of, disability, but, so I've been doing a lot of thinking about that whole situation. And, I am focusing a lot this year, this gardening season on my health and what I'm growing, and most especially medicinal herbs, and just food as medicine. And I really want to try to heal myself because pharmaceuticals, that I've been on obviously are not doing they haven't done anything. And I can't tell you when the last time was that I took anything other than something for my vertigo, or I literally have 3 prescriptions that are as needed prescriptions. I refuse to take anything else prescribed on a regular basis, day-to-day basis, because nothing works. So it's time, it's time to heal myself. And so I am looking at different ways in which to do that. And so I figured growing my own medicine in general, whether it be food or herb or anything like that would be cool. If I could get myself to a point where I would be able to go back to work, that would be awesome. And if I'm going to take this year and probably half of next year, I'll reevaluate myself here in about 18 months and see where I'm at. And we'll see if I can at least maybe go back to school. And I'll finish up my degrees. So finish up my, because I just, my whole point is that I was meant to heal people, so why can't I heal myself? So I'm a healer, and I need to get back to healing. So, okay. Good night, Emma. Love you, girlie. Thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. We are just over an hour in, so now, so WeatherBug is telling, it's so weird because WeatherBug is telling me it's 9 degrees with it feels like temp of -7, and my laptop here is telling me it's 4 degrees. So who knows? Hello, Dreaming Fields. How are you? Nobody knows you better than you. This is absolutely 100% correct. Yes, I fully believe this. So today I had quite an experience, and I had a really hard time trying to figure out whether or not I was going to be able to do it tactfully. I don't think I did, but I happened to be in the local convenience store getting my drink, getting my my Coca-Cola, and I was looking in the food warmer, and a couple of people that were working there in the kitchen area were talking, and I literally could hear their conversation from the moment I stepped inside of the door of the convenience store. And I thought, wow, you're really loud. Like that's not workplace voices, sorry, but whatever. And as I was walking back to the coolers for the drinks, they were talking so loud, obviously I could hear what they were talking about, and it was medical related. And I tried to just kind of block it out because there was some misinformation being passed along. And I just kept telling myself, I was screaming inside of my head, Mandy, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you dare. Don't you say a word, Mandy. Don't do it. Oh, yeah, that didn't happen. I did not bite my tongue. So that just hurt your bones, Terry. Yeah, now you know what I'm feeling like, girl. But so I had a hard time because I was so focused in on their conversation for whatever stupid reason. Well, I shouldn't say stupid reason, because it was literally, I was listening. I just kept hearing all of this misguided information being spewed by this person in a kitchen. And I'm like, ugh, I was so, and I got so hyper focused on it that I just couldn't stand it. Hi, Lisa. So I ended up walking. It took a while for me to get my sodas out of the cooler, and I walked back, and I was walking up to the warmers to see what food they had in the warmer. And this lady was spewing something about, she was talking about the spine, the lumbar, the sacrum, and, and she was sitting there talking about how, like, she was essentially trying to tell this guy who had been told by his doctor, this is what happened. This is, I've got this issue with L4 or 5, something like that. And, and S1 and 2 are a problem. And she's like, no, there is no such thing. And I'm like, no, you did not just say that to me. No, you did not just say that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I was standing there preparing. I was putting the condiments on my sandwich. And a friend that I went to high school with, she was a cashier there. And she says, "Hi, Mandy, how are you?" And I looked at her and I go, yeah. She started laughing. She goes, "Are you okay?" And I go, "Sure," or something like that. I don't even remember exactly how the conversation went. And she goes, "All right, what's going on?" And so I leaned in and I said, "Okay, first of all, do you hear how loud your kitchen help is talking right now?" She goes, "Oh, they're always loud. They're obnoxious." I'm like, okay. And I said, "I'm so close, girl." She said, "What?" And I said, "Because what this lady is trying to say is that it's completely wrong. Like there's nothing going on. Like there's no real information being given. She's giving this guy bad information." And so she says, what are they talking about?" She goes, "I'm not even paying attention because I just block them out." So yeah. And I told her what they were talking about. And I'm like, okay, seriously, no. And as I'm standing at the warmers anyway, before I started making my sandwich, she said something, and I just turned around and I looked at her and I go, mm-mm. And I was screaming inside, like I was screaming in my head, "Shut up, don't say a word, Mandy, don't say a word." And I couldn't hold it anymore. And so, my friend, she goes, "You go set him straight. You know what you're talking about. You know what you're doing." So I walked over there and I said, "All right, I don't want to sound like a real, asshole." I said, "But it's probably going to come off this way." I said, "But I go, do you have a medical degree of any sort?" And she goes, "No." And I said, "I mean, like, did you hold medical certifications or degrees or anything?" And she goes, "No." And I said, "Okay, then I'm here to tell you that you need to not be discussing this because I don't know if you are misguided, you have your information mixed up. I don't really know, but you are absolutely incorrect with most everything that you have just said, talking about XYZ, right?" And she just kind of looked at me and I said, "I am not an expert by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not an expert, okay? I get this. I don't claim to be an expert, but I am a medical professional." And I said, have you had any A&P? Have you had any college level A&P? Like, I had to have A&P 1 and 2, and I had to have all kinds of other biologies and blah, 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 blah. So I did. Hi, Bugaboo. Oh, hi, Margot. Thank you. I have the background. I have all the lights shut off. I just have my ring light on my laptop tonight for light, and thought that I just want to keep the vibes kind of chill tonight. So, and StreamYard has a new feature that you can play the background music. So that's what you're hearing. So, but yes, Buggy, I had to correct the ignorance in the kitchen. And I'm telling you that yeah. I felt bad because I felt like I was being an asshole. I did. I felt like I was being rude, but there again, I was also like, I also felt that it was my duty to say, listen, no, what you're saying is absolutely incorrect, and you really should not be talking about that if you don't know what you're talking about. So, yeah, I went on this like 5-minute spiel with her, and I'm like, nope, it's this, you know, and yeah, that was interesting. And the gal that I'd gone to school with was just, her and another customer were just laughing, and she kind of leans back and because obviously the helper was like, you know, kind of upset. And I said, I'm not trying to upset you. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to be rude, but, and she goes, so my friend actually leans back. She kind of leans back and she says, I'd listen to her if I were you. She knows what she's talking about. So that was kind of nice and validating. But I just thought, oh my gosh, no. So I told her, I told the gal, I said, well, listen, you want any more anatomy lessons, let me know. I go, do you want me to name off all 206 bones of the body? Like, and she just looks at me. She goes, no, I'm good. I said, okay. I felt really bad, but I felt a little vindicated too, you know. I really was not trying to hurt feelings or, you know, be arrogant, I guess. But I did feel like I was being a little arrogant, and I wasn't trying to be. I don't want to give off that vibe, you know. But I do know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to mince my words, and probably my approach needs to be better with people sometimes, but yeah. I just was screaming in my head, like I couldn't let that go, and I don't know why. I really don't know why, but I could not let it go. So I had to correct. I just, no, had to make them come correct. You couldn't? Yeah. I told someone under similar circumstances to shut up because he could actually cause the person to die from taking the wrong medication. Right. So, and that was the thing. I was like, you know, this wasn't about medication, but it was literally about anatomy. And I'm like, you are misinforming this guy who was already told by his doctor that, yes, in fact, there's this and this, you know, and she had stated that she'd had problem with, you know, her back, her lumbar, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, that's so I'm guessing she just has a lot of stuff mixed up, because she was talking about how the sacrum is not it's just one big bone, and I'm like, actually there's marcation, and there is, you know, that they are labeled S1, S2, blah, you know, and so on. So I said, no, he is correct when he says S1, S2. You know, and she's like, no, that's your sacroiliac. And I said, okay, no. So, can't imagine that arrogance. No. It's just straightening out what was blatant misinformation. It's true. This is correct. Stupid does abound. Yes. But I don't want to come off to people, that I'm a know-it-all or anything like that. But when it comes to stuff like this, I'm obviously not gonna say I'm an expert in anything, but I do know a lot. I mean, it's something that came very naturally to me, so yeah. He told a 16-year-old kid to take 4 extra strength Tylenol every 4 hours until his pain went away. Oh my God. So much no. That is so much no. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, I'm certainly glad that you were there to correct that, because that could absolutely maybe not necessarily kill him completely unless he has a really bad reaction, but you don't know how long he's going to be doing that for. So oh, no, especially when it's it's literally 3,600 milligrams. Actually, no, it's only 3,000 now. They've changed the guidelines. Now it's like 3,000 or right at 3,200. I think, because I think it's still at 3,200 for a 24-hour period for ibuprofen. So I can't imagine. And I think the guidelines were about the same for acetaminophen. So no, that's a whole lot of no. I haven't, and I haven't checked on that because they have changed guidelines here and there. They've, leveled up and down before. So, when I was actually in nursing school, they changed the guidelines from like 4,000, or no, 3,600 down to 3,200, and then they went back up to 3,600, and then it was like, yeah, I don't think you don't need that. No, that's too much. It would have caused him. It actually probably would have caused him issues with prolonged use, because so acetaminophen is harder on the kidneys, and Tylenol or ibuprofen is hard on the liver. So yeah. This is also why people shouldn't be drinking diet soda or artificial sweeteners, especially aspartame. But artificial sweeteners, the kidneys can't filter that out, and it just sits in there, and it just builds layer after layer after layer. And so because the kidney doesn't filter them out effectively enough, it can't break it. It's not getting broken down enough is what it is. And so it just sits in there, and it causes problems. The GFR starts going to crap, and just, yeah, no. So yeah, it would have destroyed his liver too. But so ibuprofen is typically harder on the liver, and Tylenol's acetaminophen is harder on the kidneys, and actual aspirin is hard on the liver. So and there are people who they're changing the guidelines on aspirin now, even. They're saying that 81 milligram tablets, 81 milligram tablet a day, for heart patients sometimes is actually toxic. So yeah, they're trying to change guidelines on all kinds of stuff. So she's mad at her parents and wanted to punish them. So she took 50 pills and told her parents 6 hours later she went on the transplant list. Oh my God. Yeah, see, that's a little different because she took that all at once too. The max for ibuprofen was 4 pills, 8 hours apart, I think. No, it's 800 milligrams, which is 4 pills, and it is 8 hours apart. It's 3,200 milligrams total in a 24-hour period. That one I know they have not changed the guidelines to. So yeah, you can take 800 milligrams every 8 hours, essentially, is what it comes down to. Because there's 3 8-hour periods. You know, in a 24-hour period, there's three 8 hours. So, and if you do, I mean, that's 12. What is that? 12 pills. So that's only that's actually only 2,400 milligrams. So you actually could do every 6. I think it's every 6 hours, but. Tried taking a whole bottle of Tylenol in high school, trying to commit suicide. Didn't work, but did make me sick as hell and had to have my stomach pumped out. Yep. Take 81 milligrams of aspirin because of my heart surgery. Yeah. So here's the thing. What people do not understand about having taking aspirin for their heart even is that you're not actually, it doesn't actually thin the blood really. What it does is it makes the blood cells slicker. So they'll flow through your arteries and veins and capillaries and things like that. The flow will be smoother. So if you've already got you've got plaque buildup in your arteries, whatever, you have CAD or whatever, they're trying to keep the blood cells slick, and it keeps them a little, it just keeps them smoother to move through, and it doesn't really thin your blood all that much. Although people say that that's why they take it, it's to use it as a blood thinner. It's actually not a blood thinner. It's a blood slickerer. So, but yeah, it helps to keep things moving smoother. And your doctor is the one that's going to tell you whether or not you should take it, how you should take it, when you should take it. That is literally, that should be left up to a cardiologist, period. But there are some people who say that, you know, just for their own general heart health, they'll take an 81 milligram aspirin daily, or a baby aspirin daily. And I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. If you have zero indication for it, do not take it. Like, you don't need to be taking that daily. So, yeah. So hydrochlorothiazide is not a blood thinner. Hydrochlorothiazide is just a how do I want to explain it? It's not a blood thinner, but it helps with the blood pressure. So what it's doing is it's changing the ejection fraction rate from the heart. Right? Slickerly, right? See? It does make you pee. It is a diuretic. It really acts more as a diuretic, which helps to lower the blood pressure. So that's why you take hydrochlorothiazide. HCTZ. Meant to have an O before the T. Yes, I know. I knew what it was. Pharmaceutical drugs has always been a very strong suit for me. That was one thing that while I was in nursing school, I got really high remarks and marks for, because I was always under the I've always had this thought process that if I don't know the effects of a drug that I'm giving my patient, I'm not going to give it. So if I don't know, if I look at a drug and I'm like, this patient is on this drug for whatever reason, I'll look at that drug and I'm like, yeah, I'm not real familiar with that. I will actually go look it up in my nursing drug handbook, and I'll research it before I give it, because I want to know what's going into my patient, because I have to be able to watch for possible side effects and adverse reactions, I mean, all of those things. And so that was one thing I was extremely, like, I was on top of that. So yes, yep, that's exactly right. Take it because of your cardiologist. Yeah. Also tends to give many patients a cough. It does. That is, hydrochlorothiazide is actually, that is one of the adverse effects, the side effects that you could have, a possible just dry, non-productive cough, just for no reason. Yeah. That is one of its side effects. And not all patients will experience it. It's another I had taken for over 10 years. Yeah. Since stroke, I take 325 milligrams aspirin daily. Yeah, see, that makes sense for you. Obviously. Yeah, I do it. The small version PDR I carried with me in a backpack. Oh, that's cool. I do not take meclizine for my vertigo. What I take actually is I take Valium or diazepam, because meclizine does nothing for me. I actually had a scopolamine patch that you would wear behind your ear, and that did nothing for me. All it did was make me break out. So I take, when I get really bad vertigo, I take a Valium and I go to bed. And most often when I get vertigo, I will also get nauseated. So I end up taking my promethazine with it to keep myself from being nauseated. And the combination of those two things knocks me out. So I get I'll get some sleep. The thing that I can tell you that, I mean, I went through, I did rehab for vertigo, even. Like, I did vestibular rehab, and it did nothing for me. Because it seemed like it was something that I needed to try to heal from first, a little bit, before I started doing this. Before I started doing the rehab, the vestibular rehab. So it was not effective for me at that time. I would like to try it again, because why not? And that is one thing that I've always told my, all right, I love you too, Jess. I will talk to you on Marco. Yeah, it's really rough. So it's funny because the diazepam does not leave me with a hangover effect. Promethazine does, and it's an antiemetic. And yeah, my other one is actually for anxiety. Ugh. And now I can't think of the other one I take. But anyway, that one will give me it will give me a hangover effect the next day too, and I have to sleep it off for the next 2 days. It sucks. So I don't take that. I do not take that as I probably should. But night, Jess. My friend wore that patch after her lung biopsy, got nausea and vertigo, and had hives on her neck and face. Every place she touched after touching, the patch broke out in hives. Yep. Yeah, see, that's been my problem too. I am super sensitive. My skin is super sensitive. My kids got it honest. And the older I get, the more hypersensitive I am to most everything. Any kind of I get more sensitive. I have more sensitivities to medications now as I'm aging, and I'm not sure why that is. I get a lot more of the adverse side effects, such as the I'll get a lot more vertigo. I get a lot more stomach upset, where I'm more than just nauseated. I'm physically vomiting, and it's violent. So or they have zero effect on me, or they make me super, I'm super sensitive to meds anymore. So that's part of the reason why I wanted to go with trying to grow my own medicinal herbs, because I think I need to heal myself. And I think that synthetic pharmaceuticals and whatnot are probably not going to be good for me. So I'm one of those people, I can't take prednisone. It's not that I'm allergic to prednisone, but I am allergic to the synthetic coating that prednisone has, that they make in the lab. I have I'm hypersensitive to it. So what happens is I will take prednisone, and I will no more than get it in my stomach, and within 10 minutes I'm vomiting violently. Codeine does the same thing to me. I cannot use codeine products. Latex is, if there's latex on my skin, I'm super sensitive, and I will break out in a rash, and it will crack my hands. It'll just crack my skin wide open, and I'll bleed. And I found that sensitivity actually when, so I don't have like I don't have a true allergy to things. I'm just becoming super sensitive to things, and I'm not real sure why that is. I am. I've always kind of been a cheap drunk, but so yeah, I mean, my Valium is actually only 10 milligrams, and I have 5 milligram and 10 milligram tablets, and I will take, some nights if I don't have, if I have a lot of pain in my hips or back, and I'll get restless, and I'll get restless legs, which I used to be medicated for restless leg syndrome. And I'm like, it's not working. Like, none of this stuff is working. I was on a laundry list of medications after my brain injury, and my sciatica is worse now, but my restless legs don't seem to be as bad. I've kind of I guess maybe healed out of that a little bit, enough that it doesn't bother me so much. But when I get antsy like that, I will take my anti-anxiety pill, and instead, and just try to go to sleep. So no, see, 5 milligrams doesn't. I don't. When I take my Valium, I'm out for between 2 and 5 hours roughly, and then I'm up and raring to go. So, which is good. I mean, that's what it's supposed to do. The 10 milligrams doesn't give me the hangover effect, but and the fight, and I mean, it just, that one doesn't, but my other 2 meds do. I will have that hangover effect, and all I want to do is sleep for the next 2 days, and I'm sluggish, and I don't feel very good, and all of those things. So, and because I haven't taken my anti-anxiety med in so long, I can't even remember which one I'm on. That tells you how long it's been since I've taken it even. So, I have to get all 3 of those prescriptions actually renewed. So, because I don't take them enough. So, gotta run. Miss hearing from you. Sending lots of love. Y'all's way. Night, Margot. I don't know. You said you were off of Marco, so boo. But anywho, yeah, I think I'm probably gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get off of here, and my goal actually was to be done a half an hour ago. So I just didn't get as much done today as I wanted to get done. I have a very long, hectic week, next 2 weeks, I should say, ahead of me. So, yeah, I've been feeling, I ate this afternoon. When I ate that, I had a breaded pork tenderloin, which was my first mistake. But I ate this afternoon, and I have been super tired. Like, I just want to sleep. That's all I want to do. I just want to sleep. I absolutely, yeah, I agree. I agree, Barb. It's the environmental stuff that's going on right now is crazy. I have had these last 3 years, I've had more problems with sinus stuff again, allergy related stuff. And I thought, well, I wonder if it's, if it's in my house, if it's just environmental outside, if it's seasonal, but it's not. It's like, it's continuous. So that's why I'm like, oh God, it's got to be something in my house maybe. And I will tell you that when I go into, if I go into the city, and my daughter can actually, my kids will actually tell you this too. I seriously look like I'm high. My eyes get bloodshot. My nose is watering, or is running. My eyes are watering and they're burning, and I seriously look like I'm high because for whatever, I don't know what it is. And I will tell you that when I go over to Council Bluffs or Omaha, it is worse. Like, it's crazy. By the time I'm ready to leave after a couple of hours, because my eyes are just on fire and I can't breathe. I'm all stuffed up. So I'm not real sure if it's industrial pollution, the industrial stuff that's going on. But yeah, the bigger the city, the worse my symptoms. It just sucks. But I even notice it going over to our next town. Well, where I usually grocery shop or whatever. When I'll notice it when I go to Ames. I'll notice it when I go to Jefferson. I mean, it doesn't matter if I go to a place where there are more people, more cars, more just more environmental stuff going on. I'm miserable. I'm just miserable. The auto emissions. Okay, so here's the thing. The auto emissions are really not that bad. Oh, Walmart. Oh, I know. I walk into Walmart and I'm like, I hear you there. Walmart does that to me too. Yeah. Yeah. There's something in that environment that but dust gets me. If I'm cleaning the house, I have to clean, get it all done. And then I have to get into the shower right away because my skin and my face and my neck, well, I mean, just my skin everywhere, I will be itching from the dust. I don't know why. And I will just be just digging at my skin. So, yeah. And then, but once I've had a shower, I'm okay. So, it's just, and it's only when I'm dusting or, I'm getting dirty in the house. So I thought, God, maybe it's the animals. Maybe I'm starting to become more sensitive to the animals. I don't know. But yeah, so the auto emissions actually are cleaner than they've ever been, and the emissions are so low, even for some of the older vehicles. And I will tell you that that's because that has been regulated so much. And I'm not sure. I don't think it's the auto emissions. It's literally industrial emissions. Because I noticed that more so if there's like a manufacturing, if I'm in an area that has more manufacturing going on, then I will really feel it. So, yeah, but dirt in the ground doesn't bother me. If there's something in the dust itself, I don't know what it is. Isn't that funny? It's so weird because the dirt itself doesn't bother me. It's dust. And I have to wonder because we live literally right across, 2 blocks from a from the grain. I don't want to call it a grain elevator because it's not really. I mean, they have grain bins, they have grain elevator, but they are a feed store. They produce feed, commercial feed for livestock and large livestock. So typically cattle and hog. And so I don't know if it's soy from the soybean that they put into the animal feed. I don't know. But I noticed that if that's running, if those dryers are running especially, and I'm outside, I'm not good. Corn dust is not good for me either. But because we live so close, it's in my house all of the time. And that's the only thing I can think of. We literally have to change our furnace filter year round. It really could stand to be changed once a week, let alone once a month. So because there's just so much dirt and dust, and then obviously we have 4 huskies, and we have 4 cats that run in and out of the house. So yeah, we've got a zoo here. So that doesn't help. I hate the soap and laundry aisles. The fragrances just kill me, and supposedly I don't have allergies to this stuff. Yeah, so obviously you know that there are different types of allergies. So even if it's an airborne allergy, I don't know that it would actually show up like on an allergy test. And if you're not if you're only sensitive to it and not actually allergic to it, like it doesn't cause an actual allergic reaction, you're just sensitive to it. Yeah. I'm that way with perfumes, and I can't be in that laundry aisle for very long either. Laundry and chemicals, I can't either. So yeah. Yep, it's the processing and for everything for me. You can tell I'm kind of getting hoarse now, and I'm stuffing up my right sinus is clogging up again. So it's, yeah. I've been talking too long. I don't know that I could be a professional. The only thing I can compare it to is, doing like a conference, being, a conference, a conference speaker, and be able to speak for very long, because I just, for whatever reason, I stuff up and my throat gets crazy, and I can drink. That doesn't matter. It's not that my throat hurts. It just I get hoarse for whatever reason. So whatever happens, just clean smelling stuff. Yeah. So that's why I use a lot of vinegar. I use a lot of vinegar to clean with. I do use bleach water for like disinfecting, for, spraying on the floors to clean. I don't have a problem with like a floor cleaner, like like Lysol, liquid Lysol or anything like that, but it's just it's so concentrated in those aisles that it's just like hitting a brick wall. Pinto or quarter, what? A pint or a quart? I use a 1 to 10, and it is, I usually, for my bleach mixture, I usually do a 1 to 10. So I don't know. I use just it's probably a quart. What is it, a quart? I don't know. I guess I don't know. Oh, so I was getting horse. Okay. Into a quarter horse. Okay. Yeah. I'm a Shetland. I'm just widow. Coincidentally, it's so funny because I actually, in my Facebook memories, I bad joke. Hi, Al. How are ya? Yeah. My dad, my dad and stepmom are like, they're starting to get a whole bunch of different horses for whatever reason. They live in Texas. But they're starting to get more horses. And there's this one, I mean, this horse is humongous. And my dad is like 5'7", 5'8". Yeah, my dad's not very tall. So we always tease him. And he said that I told him, I go, when my stepmom put this on there, and my dad, my dad's like, she was saying that my dad is super excited to get this horse, and he's just this huge horse and blah, blah, blah. And so I said, wait, shouldn't he be getting like a Shetland? Tony said it to me, and I actually posted it on I commented on her post, and I said, wait, that's too short for that. Shouldn't he be getting like a Shetland or something? A Belgium draft horse. It's funny. We were talking the other day about, I was talking to, I guess it wasn't the other day. It's been a while ago, but I was talking to Terry about horses, and she's like, I want one of these. I want one of these. And she goes, these gypsy vanners are so cool. And I go, it's not a gypsy vanner. Like there's an actual breed. It's, is it a Frisian? Is it, and she's like, what? So, and I was telling her, I'm like, yeah, those are my dream horse. And, I told her that I wanted, if I'm going to do horses though, if I ever get the chance to do horses, I will probably do something like a draft horse, some sort of a draft horse, because I just think they are so neat, and they're meant to work. So I really, yeah, I want a work horse. Because I think it'd be really cool to be able to, like Bud Beer. I don't mind it, but it's really heavy. There's, even Bud Light is heavy. Bud Heavy or Bud Light. No, neither one. I'll drink Bud Light, but excuse me. I find that it's too a lot of beer anymore is very carbonated, and I just can't. Oh, okay. You said you never do, Al. That's why. So there's this thing on Facebook, and it was asking, does your partner ever just look at you and then just kiss you and tell you, I love you, babe, or, and Al said no. And I'm like, what? I do. In fact, the other night, yesterday, Tony was sitting at the computer and he was kind of frustrated and whatnot. And I just walked up to him and I'm like, it'll be okay. And I kind of was rubbing his shoulder, and I just leaned over and I gave him a kiss on the head and I said, I love you. So, and we do that all the time. We do that a lot to each other. We just randomly walk up and, hug or kiss on the forehead. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is about a kiss on the forehead. Like to get a kiss on the forehead, just, it seems sweet to me. I don't know, but we do a lot of that just out of nowhere, stuff where, we'll just be sitting there and just out of nowhere, I love you. We do that frequently, actually. So, Morgans are fantastic to work and drive team horses. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get off of here, and I need to chill out for the night. I need to get my makeup off my face. It's driving me. It's driving my eyes crazy tonight. So, I wore a different eyeshadow and eyeliner, and I don't really care for it apparently. So, right? Where have you been, Scotty? Oh, I missed you. Well, hello. How are you guys? Where are you traveling now? Where are you at now? So yeah, I was just getting ready to say I need to get off of here, but if you guys are here, I guess I'll talk. Oh, okay. See, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, Tony and I have been together for 31 years, so yeah, we grew up together, literally. Like, it seems, well, I personally did. I grew up with him because we got together when I was 14, and we've been together ever since. So, and the funny thing is, so he came up to me. I was a freshman in high school. He was a senior, and I was sitting we had these steps that came up into the building. On the inside of the building, take you up to the floor, right? And I was sitting there, and I always sat there during lunchtime with my friends, and with a few of my friends, we'd sit there and we'd just, yap the whole lunch period. And he walked up, and he looks at me and he goes, "I'm taking you home tonight." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" So he wanted to drive me home from school. I'm like, what? So my friend, she's like, "Oh my God, that's so cool." I'm like, "Who is this guy? I don't know him." So, so yeah, that's how we got together. Update on plumbing. He's physically sick, and I don't want to catch it. Maybe it will be done this week. Oh my God, I hope it will be. I do exist. If you're doing, yes, I'm trying to do well. Super busy, but yeah. Never tap to me with X. Oh. Thursday, we're headed down to North Carolina, where we will have an extended weekend at Ronnie and Alma's Life is Good Today. Oh, awesome. Megan Morris and Nick will be there too. Oh, that will be fun. That will be so fun, you guys. Like, seriously. I don't get to travel. You got to be able to leave the homestead. Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy busy. Scotty, it's been super busy. So God, the last 3 weeks has been super busy, but then how is my phone down to 13% already? For Pete's sake. Okay. So we've been planning a baby shower, and we went shopping for baby shower decorations on Saturday. The girls and I did. I've had orders for masks that I had to sew. I did the traveling recipe book, Traveling Cookbook USA, I think is what it's called on Instagram. And I sewed a cover for that. So I've been doing a lot of sewing this week. I have orders for stickers, so I got for decals. So I have 2 that I have to create. I just got the vinyl in today, in fact. So I got to do this tomorrow. But we have to get on the computer, and we have to actually design in Photoshop probably, and Illustrator both. And then they're huge stickers. They're huge decals that are going on the side of a truck. So yeah. And then I made my shirt. Isn't that cool? Like, it's actually kind of holographic looking. It's and then my tagline is on the back, but you can't see it. So so I made a couple of shirts. I've made several masks. I've done the recipe book. I've done a lot of sewing. I am working on more weeding of these stickers that I'm having to make. Thank you. Yeah, it does. It's really shiny. I love this stuff. I don't know if I can get from where I usually order from is US Cutter. And this actually I got this kind of in a pinch from Hobby Lobby. And it's the Paper Studio, which the Paper Studio has I've always used their products for like their crafting stuff. So went ahead and I got this, and I got a couple of other heat press vinyls. And I really like the way this one turned out. And I got it specifically so that I made a shirt. I wanted to make a shirt for Terry's giveaway. She's over 60,000 viewers or followers on TikTok, and she wanted to do a giveaway. So I made her a mask, and one of these shirts to give away, and I'm like, well, do you want me to do your logo? Like, what exactly do you want me to do? So she's like, no, do yours. I want to promote you too. And I'm like, okay. So I did. And I had enough left over. I could do another shirt for myself. So I did. Okay. Good night, Al. Much love. Many blessings, darling. You know, I would love to have some me time. I'm trying. But it's going to be busy over the next few weeks. It really is. It's going to be super busy, but that's okay because hopefully in the next few weeks I'll have a granddaughter here. So, this weekend, Saturday, we are moving my pregnant daughter. And her husband and my grandson, and they just bought their first house. So they are going to be moving into their first house. I am super excited. They've been working really hard to get to this point. So, and my daughter's she'll be on my birthday. She'll be 38 weeks. So February 19th, she turns 38 weeks. The baby does. And so the doctor's like, oh yeah, we can, if you want, we can actually start scheduling for an induction if you like, blah, blah, blah. You know, explained all of the different things. And I'm like, I said, please, how about my birthday? I want a birthday buddy. Yeah, it is a huge deal. It is a huge deal. It is very exciting. And so we're moving them this Saturday. They get the keys on Friday and they get to move in on Saturday. So we're going to do that. This week I've got to get my house in order. I have sticker or decal orders to do. I have logo stickers to cut and send out to people. I'm in a sticker swap, and so I'm constantly getting requests for it, which is great. But it's a lot of work because I make my own decals. I don't pay to have them printed somewhere, and I don't even print them myself. I designed this logo myself, and I like three different variations. So I designed my own logo on Instagram, or not Instagram, I'm sorry, Illustrator. And we have a big commercial cutter, and that's what I use to cut my stickers. So people actually get decals from me and not printed stickers. So, but I think I've sent out I think I'm on another round of 10. So that'll be 30 that I'll have sent out or cut and sent out. So it's pretty cool. Let's see, what else did I do? That's pretty much it. Last week just was so busy. But now that I'm done with the customer orders for the sewing, the mask sewing, and then I did the traveling recipe book, and I sewed a new case for that. Yeah, I think I'm caught up for that. So then this week, I have to work on, I have an order for 2 Second Amendment stickers, decals for a couple of friends of ours that they want to put them on their gun safes. So Tony actually put that sticker together for me in Illustrator, Photoshop and Illustrator, because my skills are not quite there yet with those two programs. But so he did that real quick for me, and I cut those two stickers yesterday. I started weeding them, and let me just tell you that I'm not even done with the first one because it's big. It's like 24 inches long. It's ridiculously huge, and it's obnoxious. So it has been a pain in the butt to try to weed that, because you're weeding out the negative space is what you're doing. And then after that, I have two stickers or two decals to cut for one of those two guys for his truck. So to go on the side of his truck. So I do have to sit and design that up this week. And Tony's going to have to help me with that too, because it's, yeah, that's just a lot of stuff. It's big. It's going to be like 24 inches long, 16 inches wide, I think, and 24 inches long. So I had to order special vinyl for that. And yeah, and then we're moving Kennedy this weekend on Saturday. And then next week on Thursday, my friend Amy is flying in from California for the baby shower. She's going to be here the 3rd through the 6th. She flies back out on the 6th. So I have to be down at the airport to pick her up on the 3rd. And we're going to finish all of the baby shower stuff. And we'll be running for the rest of the week. So I have this week and part of next week to get my house in order, because she's staying here with me and she'll be staying here in this room. So I'm trying to deep clean my house and purge stuff and organize stuff, and and I didn't have any energy to do it this afternoon, so I didn't do it like I wanted to. Marty, I've missed you. Aw, I missed you. It's getting calm again. I'm getting back into my YouTube groove, at least on video watching, so not so much making it. Yeah, see, I'm not really doing a whole lot of video making, and the reason is because I really think I'm going to change up my style, and I'm going to change up my content just a little bit, and I don't know. Like, I just want to do things differently, and just the style. I think I'm gonna try and stylize my channel a little more, and I want to actually create more lengthy video that is more of a mini movie to watch, if that makes sense. I don't really want to be like a DIY type of homesteading channel or anything like that. Yeah, I've been going through a lot of personal changes and growth. Like I've been doing a lot of introspective digging just to be blunt about it. So I really want to change a lot of stuff up, and I want to change a lot of stuff about my life. So, so I think stylizing my channel will be helpful, and I think that it will be fun, because I will tell you that I don't so much like the filming part of things, but I really like editing. I don't know why, but I really do like editing. And I don't know. It allows me to be more creative, I think. And I have found that when I do a lot of editing, I I stick things in my head like, oh, when I go to film something else at this point in time, I need to make sure I add this, you know? And so I've done a lot of growth that way. I'm really going to get back into, I'm getting into more medicinal herbs. I have a lot of plans for, I want to up my chicken game this year. My gardening is going to be more medicinal, and I'm going to attempt to heal myself as much as I possibly can, and in hopes that I get to go, that I can, in the next 2 years, after about a year and a half or so from now, I can reevaluate myself, and if I feel good about it, I'm going to try and finish my degrees, and I think I'm going to end up trying to go to med school. So, fingers crossed. It's overall a good kind of busy you're going through. Yes, it has been. It has been. Yes, so my decals are not like printed bumper stickers, but they are professionally cut outdoor vinyl specifically for windows or vehicles or whatever. It is a permanent adhesive. So so I will send you one. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Yikes. Home purging is so fun and therapeutic. Mel and I have been doing closets in the shed. Oh yes, fun. It's my passion with how I was making videos, trying to also find what I really want to do. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that over the last couple of years, things have really, I think they've changed for a lot of people. And I think that a lot of people have taken a step back and said, you know what? I don't know. Is this really working for me? And how can I make it better? Like I have lost a ton of spark, and I haven't been producing a lot of content for a long time now. And I think that there are several reasons why, but the biggest thing is that I wasn't happy with what I was doing or the way I was doing it. So I really lost that drive to do it. So I just stopped really making a whole lot. And I was in 15 different directions. And it's simply because now I finally know what I want to do, because I've grown. I've grown in ways that I didn't think I would. So yeah, you lose your passion, you lose your drive, and because you lose your focus because of whatever, there are many, many reasons why people do. I have several reasons why. And the biggest one is, I will say the biggest one was because of a lot of the drama that was going on. And I let people rent space in my head and in my life that I shouldn't have. And that is a big reason why I quit producing content for my channel. So the longer videos will make for more editing work, and you like this. That will work out great. It will. So yeah, I really personally think that I really think that making them more of a film direction, a production, is going to be better for me. It's a lot more work, but I don't know. I personally tend to watch the channels who are, or I watch things that tell a story but yet I can learn from it. And that's kind of the way I'm going with it. And it's visually appealing, and it's soothing, and it's everything that I want. So when I'm watching a video. So So a 30 to 40-minute video is not a big deal for me to watch if it's something to actually look at and I'm actually gaining some sort of comfort from. And I think that I think you can learn from anything. And I think there's information available anywhere. It just, yeah, I just don't want to put out stuff that I'm not good with, you know, like I don't know, quality. It's quality over quantity for me. It is the drama is super easy to get sucked into. It really is. It truly, truly is. And, I mean, Scotty, you know a lot of it that was going on. So and I don't know why I've let those people just rent space in my head for free. And, yeah. 5 years ago, work and life were not going our way. So one day we had lunch together at a small local restaurant, and that's where we decided to change course. Yep. You can't, yeah, you absolutely can. You can learn so much from just by observing. And somebody doesn't even have to really be teaching the subject matter, but rather you pick up on things. So, and I think that if you find comfort and joy in something that is a little more visually appealing, I think that's also where I learned that that's the style that I like, you know, and that's how I would like to do my channel, is because I'm watching this, you know. So this prime example is she's a Chinese lady, and I cannot pronounce her name. Lee or Liz. Oh my goodness. Anyway, she's the cutest little Chinese thing. Chinese gal. She's short, and she's just this tiny little thing, and she's super talented. And she does all of these amazing, wonderful things on her, you know, in her little village home that she shares with her grandmother. And she helps to take care of her grandmother. And I think, Scotty, you probably know who I'm talking about. But I love that style of filming. The problem is that that's going to take a lot of equipment that I don't have. So I got to try and figure out how to do it on my own without a whole bunch of expensive equipment and multiple people, you know, filming for me, because I don't have that. I also have to figure out time constraints and you know, all of those things too. So it's definitely going to be a journey. But I'm also super focused. I'm actually hyper focused at this point. My goal this year, I'm super focused on so many things, but our business, you know, Middle of Nowhere Studio, is like making money from our business is my number one goal. And I have a huge goal set, and thus far, I mean, we're almost through the first month, and we're not even a quarter of the way to the monthly amount that I keep saying that we're going to have in order to make things work and to get where we need to be financially, because our goal is to get to Germany, fly out May 1st, and come back May 31st. So we have family over there, and that's what we want to do. So she is, from being so scattered to being so focused. That's quite an actual. It's a huge transition. um, which leaves me super scatterbrained for everything else. It really does. Um, uh, she has been a YouTuber for quite a while. And honestly, she hasn't produced any new content in the last like 5 or 6 months. So, I know there was one of our mutual YouTube friends, that she tried to kind of emulate that style, with her horse and a red cape. So, yeah. And it was a great video. She did a great job on the video. So I know it can be done with just one person. It's a matter of how you set it up. So that's really kind of, that's probably the biggest hurdle, is the logistics of camera, of filming, as far as where I'm going to set it up, what angles I need to use, what heights things need to be at. That it's all going to be trial and error. It really is, until I can get to a point where I know where I'm going, where I need to be. Yeah. So the good thing is that I do have a husband that will help me if I ask him to. So, but again, it's something I'm going to have to develop over the next year, probably, and it's definitely it's definitely on my list, of priorities, but it's a lower priority at this point, because my biggest priority is our business. So yeah. I am looking at getting into screen printing, and the thing is that what I'm trying to do is take the money that I make from doing shirts through heat press with my heat press, and I'm going to roll that over into doing screen printing. So I will be doing. I'm looking for equipment, and I'm buying pieces of. I want to buy pieces of equipment at a time. Like a couple at a time. So yeah, it's expensive to get into screen printing, but I think that is going to be where we're going to make a ton of money. Well, I shouldn't say a ton of money. That's where we're going to make the bulk of our money, quickly anyway. So it'll be a quicker turnaround. And then once I get done with that, once I've made my return on investment there, then I will roll that over into. I'll be rolling that over into probably direct to garment, which is actually sublimation printing, but I don't know. It's either going to be that or the embroidery printing, because they're literally about the same cost to start up. To get a good sublimation printer, and all of the other equipment that you need, it's the machine alone. The sublimation printer is a big machine, and you're looking at 20 grand for a machine, and that's direct print onto the fabric, onto the t-shirt itself, or blanket, or whatever it is that you're doing. I can do sublimation printing. I can get a small sublimation printer. You can take any printer, and it's a type of ink. But once you've put inkjet ink into a printer, you can't change it out. It has to stay inkjet. Once you put it's a particular type of eco tank and printer ink that is for sublimation printing alone. Once you put that into a printer, a particular printer, that's all you can have in there. You cannot swap out printer ink for any reason. It just, because then you end up with big blobs of crap. So, but to do the volume that I'm going to need to be doing, I'm going to have to get a lot bigger machine, and it's about a 20 grand investment, and that's just not something that is feasible, at this time. So, yes, we do have to get caught up, dude. We so need to get caught up. Nope, I won't complete it overnight. I am, and yeah, it's literally I'm working up to that point. So, glasses of crap, nice visual. I know, right? And yeah, I will start. I'm looking at. So what I'm starting with, or want to start with, is I would like to make enough money next month, for the month of February, to put into I need to get a new printer. I would like, which is about $200, $250 for a printer to do. It has to be a specific printer. It's expensive. It's dumb. But what it does is it's printing off onto transparencies, and it takes a specialized ink as well. But it's printing off onto transparencies, and then so I'd like to get the whole printer set up going next month, and then hopefully then the month after that I'll be able to get into purchasing the emulsion and the ink and the screens and a burner. So you can do. It's so specific. It really, really is. And I probably will be making it harder than it is, but it's. I want to make sure that if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right. So it's probably, by the time it's all said and done, I can probably be up and running for about $1,500, which is not. I mean, that's nothing. That's really nothing in the whole grand scheme of things. That's a pretty minute amount of money, but that's that's pretty bare bones starting it up. But it can be done, and that's how I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to piece it together like I did everything else. So that's just the way that life is, When you're not born with a lot of money and have money at your disposal, or a lot of money at your disposal, it takes a while to get to your goals, and unfortunately, everything costs money. So, and with the way inflation is going right now, it's a lot more expensive than it should be, and more expensive than we had anticipated to begin with. So, but that is the goal I'm working towards. That is the goal. Always living that broke life. Yep, me too. Yeah, me too. So I'm just I decided that YouTubing and social medias and stuff are literally going to be like, my YouTube channel is. I don't care about monetization at this point anymore. I really don't. I mean, I would like to, just because it's a goal, but I would like to get back to that point, but like, it's not my main driving factor. I'd rather make good quality content, good content, that's, I don't know, that'll keep people. So I've lost a lot of, well, just so from January of 2021 to January of 2022, I lost 2,300 hours in watch time, and I lost 20 or 25 viewers, or followers, so subscribers. And that's because I wasn't putting out content. And so people are not gonna, you don't want to watch the same thing over and over again, right? I will if it's good. I will if it's something that I enjoy. And that is why I feel like the content needs to be different, for me. But I need to produce stuff that I enjoy. And it's really crazy because, like, I have a couple of videos that I am super proud of, and I thought, oh my gosh, these are going to be really good. They're very well edited. They're filmed really well, and yeah, they're maybe a couple of them are on the longer side or what have you, but I thought, gosh, I put so much work into the editing, and I really liked, filming all of it, but they didn't take off the way I thought they would, and so I don't have the views that I need. But direction bring you happiness. I'm taking off now. Great seeing you, and keep up. Yes. It was wonderful. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Tell Kim hi, and I hope you guys have safe travels to North Carolina. So, but yeah, I'm gonna change some stuff up. Things are changing. What is that? Is it a James Taylor song or is it a Neil Diamond song? No, it's Bob Dylan. The Bob Dylan song changes. What is that song? I can kind of hear it in my head now. I don't know. I can't get it out. But it's so disappointing when you post a video you work on, it was so hard on, and they flip views wise. Yeah, it is. It's so super, super disappointing, and it's frustrating, and it's just, it's angering, and it's sad, I feel like I put a lot of work into some of these things and some of these videos, and they were not well received. So I really thought that my my video of my trip to the National Petrified Forest in Arizona, I thought I did a really good job with editing and volume control and this and that and the other. Like, I just really thought that was going to be something that people, and it was visually nice to look at. Like, I thought it was. It just did not get the views. It has not gotten the views. So anyway, all right. So yes, it is getting late, and I really need to chill out because I'm stuffing up from so much talking. And the horse is in my throat. The Pinto horse, Deb. So anyway, all right. So it was lovely to see you, and yes, you can catch up on Marco with me. Anyway, so all right. So I wish you guys all a good night, a wonderful week, many blessings, and hopefully everything will be fantastic by next week. So anyway, I will be back on Monday of next week to do this again. and I'll give you an update on the new house and all that fun stuff. So, all right, so I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for being here. I wish you all much love and many blessings, and live from the earth and play in the dirt. Bye.